kind of won me over. And this is clearly a different Wonka than Gene Wilder. There's the darkness is kind of gone.
Yeah,
that's
I wonder what
missing.
happened. On that.
What happened in between? I was like, is this little girl that he's with, this orphan, gonna die? Like, that would make sense, or something, to make him dark or something. Because in this film, he's kind of tied to this the orphan character, and kind of a storyline where they kind of fight for their freedom and fight to make good chocolate and battle Slugworth and the other
chocolate cartel.
The chocolate cartel. So, what did you guys say? Alex, how do you like the film? What do you think?
It was better than I thought. I saw the trailers and it's like, look, it doesn't need to exist. I don't trust people to make it. And so, that being said, it is better, but there's some problems here. I think that this is tonally uneven. There are times where it's really touching and it's really sweet, and there's these moments it's like, wow, this is really good, and it just bounces right into a section where Willy Wonka is beyond like cartoon character, and I know he's supposed to be childlike and he's supposed to be a little bit wacky, but it's almost a parody that goes so far beyond what it is that it lessens the impact of some of these really touching emotional moments that they end really strongly with on the film. But there are times where it just doesn't always work out. I love musicals. I think the music from the original 1971 one is just absolutely incredible. They definitely are emotionally manipulative here, where they're like our movie, we're going to play all this stuff, the hits from our old movie to make you, get you into the mood. I think some of their songs worked. I would say that the majority of them are average at best.
Nobody's going to be singing those songs.
Yeah.
Oompa Loompa, I sung a lot. A bunch of these other songs from the original, I sung a lot. These, nobody's going to be singing.
Yeah, so I think that this, especially for a family movie, I mean, we've seen some real garbage fires in the last couple months. This is not amongst them. No. So I think that, they did much better than I thought they were going to do.
Yeah,
so I give them props for it.
Joe?
I enjoyed this movie. My first thought was like, why do we cast Timothy? I honestly wanted Jeremy Allen White. Jeremy Allen White would have been better.
Yes. I don't know Jeremy Allen White. Can you tell me?
Yeah, look it up.
You
need to see his picture.
Yeah,
he was in The Bear, Shameless. But he won me over. I love his charisma. Him playing a naive guy. He's great, right? He's a young Gene Wilder guy. But yeah. I still liked it. I liked the musical.
Timothy I don't know if Timothy can sing.
Get some auto-tune or something.
Yeah, half of the pop stars that I can't sing.
It was a good story. I really enjoyed it. This is why you go out to the movies, to have fun and enjoy this film, and I really liked it. And again,
I think that you go with Jeremy Allen White if you do the darkness, if you do that
the in between. It's like what happened?
Right.
I would have been for him. It would have been perfect.
Right, but they didn't go this path. Instead, let's see here, Warner Brothers. Because I don't know why. It's just it's not Disney. This is Warner Brothers. Yes. They didn't want to go too dark on this.
No, they want
kind of reimagined.
He's so hot right now, and he's in everything, and it's like it puts butts in seats. So
yeah.
Which it worked. It worked.
It did work. I think that the supporting cast also elevates the film. I think. Let's see. Keegan-Michael Key as the chief of police was making me laugh. I enjoyed his character very much. Noodle, Willie's assistant, Kala Lane, she did a great job there, bringing some of the touching moments to the film. He sort of befriends her as he's in kind of this indentured servitude. His good nature is being taken advantage of by our villains in this film all throughout. The first set of villains is done wonderfully by, let's see, what's the name of those characters?
Olivia Colman is the Bleacher and
Olivia Colman, Miss Scrubbit. Yeah, Miss Scrubbit and Bleacher Tom Davis. These two do a wonderful job. Little funny subplots there. Apparently. Well, I guess we'll save that for the spoilers. But so you got a little subplot there with indentured servitude, and then you've got Wonka battling the chocolate cartel, and then the eventual kind of creation of what we know. The film does eventually try to tie in and really tugs on those member berries. But yeah, I'd say my biggest criticism is that it's hard to recapture the magic of that original. The songs are not quite as good. The tone is far more like, happy, kid-friendly kind of thing with sprinkles of darkness, but it's done in comedy, and but I enjoyed it for kind of a throwaway popcorn type of film. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah, because I'm trying to compare his.
I don't think how many songs are in this.
It's
a
quite a
bunch.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many, and they're all mostly just forgettable. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to depict his portrayal as Willy Wonka as like completely different from fucking Johnny Depp. I know you haven't seen it, but
I saw enough of that
He's just
movie.
so
That
weird.
Johnny Depp, I hated.
Yeah,
so
that's why I'm liking this
dang
more
much.
because obviously the way he did it, like there was some he's
Johnny Depp was a creepy predator. Oh,
no.
Yes, it was just disgusting. I hate him. I don't know what he's doing, and
Me neither.
I didn't get it.
And I like this one
And
way
yeah,
better. the way
Timothy does he dips into a little bit of Gene Wilder, but he brings more of a youthful, wide-eyed, open, learning and just confident in his one ability, and then winning people over like that because he is like
Killing
pure
Tim
good.
Burton.
He's like pure.
Yeah, one of the criticisms of Gene Wilder for a long time is like, hey, this Willy Wonka kind of seems like he hates kids.
Yes.
And then so it's like he's supposed to be, be a kid,
This
the
Willy
embodiment of
Wonka
being.
loves people.
Yeah, so this one like
This one hates.
Yeah, and it's like, oh wow. So
I love that. That's how I like it.
yeah, so they kind of swapped over a little bit, but like I said, I think they went a little silly. Even like that is with me understanding that I don't like that kind of stuff, but even for kids, like you didn't have to go as silly, and I think it would have, the movie would have flowed better together because I mean there's some dark stuff and some like really touching stuff that they try to finish on, and he's like doing zany things in the background. It's like, come on, you have to know when to.
So the
I just
prequel.
chalked it up to it's a musical.
So the prequel has 11 songs in total, and I know 2 of those were Pure Imagination
Yeah.
and then the Oompa Loompa. So you can -2, so you got like 9. And of those 9, I'd probably say I thought 3 were acceptable. The other ones were just like average. Like I was just letting them pass. Do your thing. I know that's what you need.
Yeah.
We can go into what those are as we go into the spoiler section, but I enjoyed the bright visuals, the magic of Willy Wonka's interesting creations in chocolate, and just these ingredients I really enjoyed. Now, do I really buy that this, this supposed poor penniless man who has no skills in other areas except for making chocolate, makes these concoctions with fucking silk from Constantinople and milk from
He's been all around
Zimbabwe
the
or
world. Yes.
whatever he
Yes.
says. It's
Yes.
fucking impossible.
Hey, look, you gotta
But
buy
whatever,
it.
it's the magic, and
Yeah,
I like to say, I
exactly.
wanted to be a magician, and so I like that kind of ties
Kudos-
in there. So
kudos for me.
it goes, yeah, you like magician. It goes back and forth between this fantasy land. You have to accept in this world there's certain things, and that's why I was willing to accept a lot of the other things that occur in this particular world, this fantasy world. I am curious if this does well enough, because if they want to continue films in this particular version, and or if it's like a one and done thing. You never know. If this film, if it makes $1 billion, they're gonna fucking continue it with Timothy as Willy Wonka. But if it doesn't do too well, then maybe it'll just stay as a one-off prequel, and that's fine. Honestly, that's fine. So this one, I would say, is safe to